side, isn't it? There was one other one we're missing, isn't it? Oh, the sleep anytime, sleep anywhere, sleep something or other.
Sleep anywhere.
Look at all that yellow around the place. Look at that. The colour of gold. Just to emphasise how far ahead Smudo is.
What did you want to say? Ghosting?
I'm synchronizing back in. I lost my connection.
Yeah, but try to say something. I can't.
Oh.
To ADTTV as la-di-da.
It's all over now. Right, I've got a contract to do.
Yay.
Oh, I got sideswiped by one of the traffic. One of the AI.
No, can't drive.
Actually, my ping's gone up.
Came back and slammed the door. And it killed my internet for a second.
Oh!
Wait, what happened?
My roommate came back and slammed the door and my internet died. I don't know if that's just unfortunate.
That's just unfortunate.
Well, I found out why I was getting sideswiped by things. Because I hadn't folded up my cultivator. I nearly kissed everything, Mark, because of that reason. Well, I suppose the best thing is there's such a huge field, it's going to take me forever. Keep me busy for a long time.
64.
Oh yeah, it's massive, mate. Yeah, it's bigger than the map itself.
You can join my farm and go to 62 while you're at it.
Sure, for $10,000, be happy to.
Yeah, don't let him trick you. We have a set rate.
I'll give you 800.
We have dollars per minute, though. But real life minute, that is.
I thought it was a second. No, it is like a minute.
So I mean, if I'm doing some work for somebody else, I can just set my crews at 1 mile an hour and up the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, Mark. I can't see the end of it. It goes on for days. Oh, that's right. The good old Giants. Let's put the collision wall too close to the field. So, like I said, I've got a sneaking suspicion the next update for this will be coming out. It might even come out tomorrow. Don't they usually release it on a Monday? Or mind you, it'll be a Sunday for them, so maybe not.
Tuesday, I think it is.
It came out on Friday, though.
Aye?
Steam is the one that is lagging behind.
Yeah.
Not Giants.
Steve's always lagging behind.
Yeah. Well, Giants have got to give it to Steam.
Yeah.
So once I give it to Steam, Steam releases it, so...
Well, I had the update message popping up today in the morning. That's what I've been Saturday in the morning, so it's probably live since Friday or Thursday.
Yeah, and yet it's not on Steam, because after you said you had an update last night, I checked Steam and there was nothing. And the other thing too is just to remind you guys, because we're back tomorrow, by the way, For those watching this week, Monday, if you're on Steam or in Giants, don't update because we're going to have to wait for the server to update it. So if you update your game and the server hasn't updated, we won't be able to get on. But I mean, it's alright with Steam. At least with Steam, you can roll it back to a previous version if you have to. But since we won't be back, well, we're back tomorrow and then we won't be back until the Sunday. By then, there's plenty of time for the update to come out and the Nitrado to update it for the servers. And we should be all good. And it'll be interesting to see what they fix. More importantly, it'll be interesting to see them not put the stones as picking up stones as a contract. Because in Giants fashion, what you really, really want to see, they don't do.
But they are not the Spice Girls, so you don't get to tell them what you really, really want.
They shouldn't ask them.
That's part of their fun, though, Jimmy. They ask you what you want, and then they go, yeah, no.
Alright. This lag. I'm not used to it. Okay, you're used to it.
I was used to it. And now I don't have any.
Alright, I might as well take this opportunity while I send my wee tractor back home.
The shop.
Yeah, same difference. It's home to me.
It has been home for both of us, hasn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to go off and make myself a coffee. I shall return shortly, so yeah, you get to see my AI attempt to get from point A here to point S over there, being for the shop. And hopefully by the time he arrives here, after doing a few turns, running into a few AI traffic and stuff like that, I should be back in time to do nothing. Because, yeah, I've got to wait for the other guys to finish their contracts. Or at least two of them to finish their contracts. Alright, I'll be back in a sec.
I finished one already, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute for me.
Now I'm going to go to the other side of the map. Let's get the other one.
Hey, Smudo, how are you getting your GPS to skip lines?
Don't. I do that manually.
They were doing it.
I mean, I probably could if I were to really immerse myself into the controls, but not right now. I just skipped the line automatically, so I didn't have to do that many highlights. That's a chicken feed chopped up.
I'm close to the shop, so I don't have to drive far. Unlike JJ.
Really turn a worker loose on this one to go get the other tractor and go to the small field. But I'm stubborn.
Yeah, cultivator is one of the updates.
What's that?
Slightly bigger cultivator.
Yeah, they could have definitely given this job a little bit.
That's why I bought my own.
Patrio's got one, and it's like this size. So. It's also got a very much small tractor.
Well, yeah, because I think he didn't even...
I think the only reason he has that tractor at all is to organize house into a few fertilizer projects.
Yeah.
The only ones that have heavily invested in machinery only are DJ and JJ.
Did Patrio get
JJ's got... Yeah, JJ's got 2 tractors, I've got the 1.
Did
But I
Patrio
spent-
get off to a slow start?
No, he owns land already, so you know he didn't.
Yeah, true.
So it turns out I hired Lossing in disguise to drive my tractor back to the shop here. Because after you commented, about, oh, if I work with someone I can set the speed to 1 mile an hour to do the field. And then watching the AI driver taking the longest road possible, including going into off the road into like a placeable area, doing a U-turn and then driving back out again, going in the complete opposite direction to get there from the shop, just to, you know, get me to pay more money. I have to say, I'm pretty sure that definitely was lost in disguise.
Yeah, the pathfinding on this map is a little weird at times.
It's not pathfinding, it's following the waypoint that was put down on auto drive.
Well, yeah, then the late path is a little weird.
Taking the scenic route, yeah.
For example, between fields 54 and 55, on the main road to the right, there's no route made straight ahead. You have to turn between the fields and then take the long route around field 55 to get to the big road.
Yeah, I think,
weird.
well, it's not really weird. It depends. I have to have a look. I've got to go in and redo and put my little tweaks on this one. But one thing you got to take into account for when you're putting an auto drive course down, especially around with fields, especially when you're going down a field that a small little lane or whatever it is, a dirt track that has 4 or 5 fields on it to be accessed. You got to remember when you're using auto drive and using auto drive to unload a harvester, there might be a couple other people on the other fields soon as well, and they'll end up crashing into each other. So you got to have them going all the one way. Can't have it going both ways because they'll crash into each other.
Point taken.
Still no contracts. All right. Let's go see what's Lossing's up to, I think. Keep an eye on him.
Rocking it up and down a field.
Christmas tree.
Oh, by the way, you can get rid of the auto drive HUD.
Yeah, what's the
quick X.
What's the key to pull up the mouse?
You got the mouse up. I can see your mouse.
Right click.
It's on that screen because. or
Yeah,
it's on
you
the screen.
you
Hang
have
on,
to set it as
can he
to
finish?
right click.
Can he finish, Smudo? What were you saying?
It's on that screen because I'm streaming you that screen, not the application.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
It'll
Okay.
show up on the screen.
Try F12. Oh, no, hang on. No,
F12 is power tools.
yeah, I know, I also think it brings the mouse up for that. You might have to change. I changed it to middle mouse button to bring up the
I think
mouse.
its default was middle mouse button because that's the same as mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there is actually a key. I've set it to one of my mouse buttons, but there is a key you can turn it off with and bring it up as well. You'll need to figure out which one it is because you just got rid of it and see any way to bring it back up.
Oh. Yeah. I'll stick with just manually driving my tractor around for now.
I don't know if Giants has officially released that patch though, because last time they did, it ended up in the announcement channel in Thriftcord. They released an announcement with all the updates, didn't they? And there hasn't been one.
So, then again, last time I played the game before yesterday was the Tuesday stream, and I had no update warning then. So
Yeah, no, they might have released it for the
Sometimes-
Giants things, but they might not have officially released it yet. They might be waiting until they give it to the other ones before they give out the thing. So it might not be officially released as of yet. Oh, yeah, we've lost them. I've lost all of them.
Bugger.
I'm still here.
Clutching has left. He left the server.
Did I lag out again?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I was saying I've lost all of them because I tried to bring up Smudo's one as well, and it
I'm
was
up
blank
now.
for a while.
I don't know why it keeps booting me out of the server. I know last time it was because my internet died, but internet never died this time.
Yeah, I reckon it's got something to do with firewall or something. Even though he said
Oh,
he
God.
got it off.
I've got it all turned off. Might have something to do with Windows 11.
Oh, you got Windows 11.
If you're on Windows 11, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big issue.
Yeah. Especially with games.
Bugger. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Yeah, I got a new computer and it came with Windows 11. I haven't downgraded it yet.
Oh,
Yeah. As soon as you can, downgrade it.
They're big con.
Yeah, why is it that with Windows you have always a great operating system and then a crappy one?
Because Windows, like Microsoft loves to be Windows, you know. Loves to be difficult.
No, because they've provided an expectation that they obviously want to keep. So you just got to wait for another 3 Windows before you get a decent one.
Yeah.
Apparently the last update sort of made it better, but I don't know. I mean, I hate the fact that it keeps telling me my computer can't update to Windows 11 when it can.
Trust me.
I haven't even got the thing to even want it.
Don't want Windows 11.
No, it's terrible.
I've had this computer for 2 weeks now and I'm just figuring out some of the basic functions.
I mean, it took us a while to get from Windows 7 to Windows 10.
See,
Yeah.
I loved Windows 7. If I could go back to that, I would. In a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just XP with fancier graphics.
Mm.
Then they
much
brought out
simple.
8.
Yeah, 8
Simple,
was the
clean.
most terrible one.
No, Vista was the most terrible one.
Yeah, was about to say.
No, I would take Vista over 11
Same.
any day.
Right, that's saying something.
Well, that is indeed saying something.
But when you got a monopoly on something, you can do whatever you like, can't you?
So,
Nothing anyone
with
can
Windows
do about
10, the operating system pulled like 0.25%.
I was still
off my
using
CPU.
Windows 7.
it. That's all right. What was that, Lawson?
With Windows 10, it only pulled the operating system only pulled like 0.25% off my CPU. With Windows 11, it pulls a consistent 5% off my CPU.
Yeah.
So, regardless of how I set up a game, I gotta account for the fact that I'm missing 5% all the time.
Yeah, using Windows
So
7, I like that, Aussie. This is 7, but 10 I actually grew to like. It actually ended up being quite a decent operating system, to be honest. Really good.
Did.
Mm. And I don't want to change, but they're really trying to force the issue this time because they're really limiting the amount of years they're going to support it after the release of 11. Because 11, they just want you to. It's a con to buy your new equipment because you're going to need to for the most part. Well, actually, after 2002, you'd be alright because that's when the TPM came out or whatever it is. But I've got that and I don't have it enabled because if I have it enabled, there's drivers there I've got which are legitimate drivers, but because they haven't got a certificate from Microsoft, they won't work under TPM. And that irritates the heck out of me. That's telling me what I'm allowed to do and not allowed to do. And taking away money and jobs from the people who create software that works fine on Windows, but just because they haven't got Microsoft certified, Microsoft won't let them have it. And because if they get Microsoft certified, they've got to give Microsoft a little bit of money. So that's what that's all about. Even though they're saying, oh, we're just making sure that it's a way to stop people from using pirated Windows.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you don't get Office with your computer anymore, like you did back in '98 and '95, and nothing left again. Oh damn!
Yeah,
That you
my
have
internet
to.
was- My internet
that
was
you-
like crashed.
That you have to pay for a yearly license for Office. What the hell is up with that crap?
Oh, well, it's a way to make money because people need it. People want it. That's what I mean. They've got a monopoly. They can do whatever they want, and we're the ones that let them get away with it because we think we need it. And, yeah, which you do because everything's based around that.
Open Office works just fine though.
Yeah. But it's down to what everyone sort of does because you can't come along with businesses and they'll use that because they get a license and all that and the business pays for it and it does more for that. But when you've got to go to work and then schools want you to use it as well, so everyone's got the same thing. And yeah, they have a monopoly on it.
Well, then you know what you have to do, JJ.
Well, people need
Invent a new system.
Yeah, but then you got to get everyone that makes stuff and programs and all that, and get them and the drivers because Microsoft owns the drivers as well. You know, so you got to do new drivers, and then you're gonna need a lot of money. They've got the buying power to say it. Why would they do that? And say, okay, we'll go with you. We'll spend the extra money to make a driver for you, pay our programmer to do that when only is X amount of people using the operating system. That's the problem. If you can come up with, I mean, Linux is a better operating system. Crashes less, it's more reliable. But that's the issue. Because you know, everything, all the drivers and everything set up for Microsoft. Microsoft's probably got to deal with all the other ones that got standards for PCI slots and everything else like that to run them because they work together to make the money.
Well, that's just smart business now, isn't it?
Well, it is business because they're allowed to do it. But it doesn't mean it's good business or correct. Well, it is good business because it's making money.
Smart business.
Well, it's
Not
smart
good.
business. Whether it's corrupt business, in a way, it is because basically one of the things about business models is competition to keep it fair for the consumer, but that's going way up, you know, by the wayside because it's all about the money now more than the life of the person.
Well, that's just capitalism.
You know, and it's all about how the best way to make money.
The market will take care of it, JJ.
And a lifestyle you're used to. And they know it. That's why people go and stand in lines for a new Apple and all that, because they know exactly what people like now. And they get away with it because we allow them as a public. We can stop them by not buying their stuff. We can stop Apple and all those other ones charging us thousands of dollars for a new phone by stop lining up for a new phone. All of a sudden they'll bring out, you know, if you don't buy their phone comes down in price because of... But that's it's all about the brands and stuff, so... And people will have to have it for bragging rights.
Not gonna happen.
Well, it's not going to happen. Well, it will happen, but it won't be done by human choice. It'll be done by economical decline, which will happen. It's happened out in history all the time. We just think, just like people 200 years ago, that we're well advanced where we are now. We know everything. This won't happen to us, but it keeps happening. All the rich countries end up being poor, and all the poor countries end up being rich. Happens all the time, and nothing's going to change that because something will happen because it's all based around the same model. Trade, supply and demand, economics, including this with COVID. COVID might never go away. There might be another variant of COVID come out that'll be worse. More people will die. It like opens up jobs, but I mean, imagine if we have a virus so bad that it kills a lot of the population, and most of the people who are specialised in computing and all that and keep the service running and all that are no longer around, and you don't have enough people in the world to replace them. Not everyone's learning or going to university to learn that stuff, so they can't instantly just have the knowledge of that. You're no longer going to have the type of stuff we've got, because there aren't people to be around to do it. And that could happen. And then people are so used to having money, you spend it instead of save it these days, buy everything when it comes out, new toys left, right and centre. All of a sudden, got no money, don't know how to deal with it, don't know how to save, don't know how to sacrifice because they're not used to it. It'll happen. Always does. And the only way around that is, you know, be frugal, you know, respect your money a bit more. Don't just throw it away.
Then.
You never know, it can happen in an instant. Everything happens in an instant. As soon as it happens, it happened. Happened right then, instantly.
If Russia and Ukraine really start a war, then we're all in it anyway.
There'll be rumours of wars, threats of wars, but time is not now.
That's true. I mean, the only ones who are allowed to start a world war is the Germans. So,
Yeah.
Get back.
And you've been quiet for too long.
Yeah, probably.
I was waiting for that. As soon as we got on that topic, I was waiting for that one.
We have to get ourselves another crazy Austrian with a strange moustache and then get going. That
was a bit of a worry for a while, because you guys in America had a leader who's line came from Germany. Family moved over after the World War.
Yeah, I'm less concerned about him and more concerned about the current political powers that be.
Yeah. Well, he's no longer
And
a
the lack
president, obviously, but yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it at that.
The lack of-
Try and keep politics out of the stream
Yeah.
too much. Even though I did start it, but...
They're all corrupt anyways.
Oh, hang on. Who's got contracts left?
I do.
Still got 2.
Ah, damn it. Stuck here. I was hoping to get cosplay going today.
I mean, if you want one, I'll give you one.
That's all right. How is this your last one, Smudo? We're watching Smudo at the moment, chat, by the way, because I'm sitting here doing nothing, because I was lucky enough just to get the one contract on a field the size of a Matchbox car. So that was done in less time it took me to drive to the field. Old DJ's done. He's fallen asleep in his tractor over there. He hasn't moved an inch like me. We're both napping it out in our mobile homes.
No, our mobile homes is our tractors. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's what I said. We're both sleeping in our mobile homes.
Yes.
So we're just waiting on Smudo and Lossing to see who finished first their contract, so we can get a majority vote on sleeping.
Finish his first.
No, he's got 2. I think Smudo's only got the 1, and he's doing it now.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
were
finished my first one already, and I'm on my last one. Almost done with that one too.
I'm only like halfway
Okay,
done with the
so
first one, so yeah, it'll be.
Who do I'm watching then? On JJ's screen.
Yeah, Smudo's the one that's up at the moment. So once he's finished, we've got a majority rules possibility for sleeping, which leaves Lossing.
Bye
That'll
bye,
do.
Lossing. I have to sleep.
Oh, in case you don't know about that, Lossing, if there's a majority rule to sleep, there's a majority rule to sleep. We sleep regardless of the other person's got a contract or not.
No, that's fine.
And that's fine, because you're doing it for Patrio, so it really doesn't affect you. It affects Patrio, who's not here.
Well, tomorrow is the 2nd day of February. We might get cotton planting contracts then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since you've got 2 contracts already, I might spin the wheel for us 3.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, once I'm back at the yard, I'm ready to sleep.
Which
Smudo brings all the
be-
tractors to the yard.
guns.
And damn right, they're better than yours. Damn right, they're better than yours.
Copyright.
They
Yeah, I reckon.
It's copyrighted.
Whoever is copyrighting anything after my, let's call it singing and be generous.
I might get fined for you putting him off the song.
Yeah, that's more likely.
I've got class, mate. You've just got a messy. I think.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got mad.
I have a
Case.
Deutsch event as well.
There we go. I'm all class. Right, he's
So
ready
Jake
to
and
sleep.
JJ and DJ are ready to sleep.
Yep,
Yeah.
let me just jump out of my tractor, my mobile home.
I'm sitting in it.
Yes, I hit enter.
Here we go. Can we get something going? It's been a rather slow stream today. I would apologise, but it's out of my hands. Not like I control how the server went. What mods I hadn't uploaded
like-
when I was absolutely sure. I went through every single mod. I did it through my mod
Hey,
folder.
anyone got 9,000 litres
Hey,
of grass?
why is there
Anyone
frost?
got 9,000 litres of grass? Anyone?
No. Yeah, I do. I'm standing on it. Right, what
No,
have we
there's a
got?
supply contract for 543.
Yeah, I imagine there was. And that's the only... What about cake? Anyone got cake?
No, chocolate. Anyone got chocolate?
Wish
Smudo's got all the cake.
No,
I have eaten all the cake.
he's got the good cake.
I'll wait a bit longer for the server to catch up, but it looks like there's no contracts for today either. Which means March, there should be a ton of them. Oh, look at that. Even climate change is affecting giants. It's going to snow the end of winter. Let me have another look. See, we've got nothing. So I vote for another sleep.
It's like
Alrighty.